What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. Today we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning the undisputed heavyweight championship fight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Another exciting weekend has passed with some of boxing's most exciting matchups. Last night in Riyadh, we got to see the first time in 25 years a heavyweight undisputed clash between Fury and Usyk, in which Usyk defeated Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, by split decision. First time in 25 years that we now have currently a heavyweight champion who has all of the belts. Usyk became only the third fighter in the modern era to become undisputed in two different divisions. He joins Naoya Inoue and Terrence Crawford. Guys, today in this video, we're gonna break down the punch stats, the output. We're gonna talk about the jabs, the power punches, and the percentages. These are the statistics that tell the story, the narrative, the outcome of a boxing match. We're gonna talk about the round by round breakdown. Also the decision, people say it was controversial. I don't think it was. We're gonna talk a little bit about the game plan, some adjustments that each fighter either made or failed to make, and break that down in its respective order. Guys, the way this fight went, it was a tale of two fights if you ask me. Can't really judge a fight based on one round or one big moment, but when I think about Usyk Fury, I gotta start with the 8th round. I gotta start with a big punch that landed on Fury's nose that seemed to turn the tides in Usyk's favor. And then we also have to mention that 9th round in which Fury was up against the ropes, and the rules clearly state if a fighter's up against the ropes, that could be classified as a knockdown. A lot of people didn't understand why the referee jumped in and gave Fury a count, time to recover, because he never hit the ground. But the rule clearly states you don't have to go to the ground for a knockdown to be scored. And this 9th round proved to be a costly round for Fury because it gave Usyk a 10-8. Those mid rounds that a lot of people gave a clean sweep to Fury, but then you started seeing adjustments made by Alexander Usyk. Earlier on in the fight, he was allowing Tyson to jab and land that uppercut, and then in the mid rounds, Usyk made this adjustment. He was able to enter the clinch and avoid Tyson's uppercut. Actually did good clinch work from the mid to late rounds. We know the big punch happened in the 8th. We know the flurry happened in the 9th, but something that isn't spoken about in typical Fury fashion, he was out on his feet. The fight could have been called off. It could have been a knockdown, but then again, he goes on to win the 12th round on all the judges' scorecards, and 2 of the judges gave Fury also the 11th round. So we've seen him get hurt before, we've seen him get dropped before, but you also have seen him come back. Unfortunately for Fury, it wasn't enough to get the decision, so let's talk a little bit about those punch stats. Overall total punches, Tyson Fury threw 496 and landed 157 at a 32% clip. Usyk threw 407 punches and landed 170 at a 42% clip. Guys, close to 500 punches is a lot for these big guys. These are heavyweights, so their output was equally impressive. We got to see 2 of the most skilled boxers in the heavyweight division go at it, but like we always talk about, from a statistical perspective, all you have to do is look at that total punch landing ratio. Who was a more efficient boxer? Who was the more accurate puncher? And overall, this was Usyk. Let's talk a little bit about the jabs. The jab is an important punch for both fighters, and early on, it was working for Fury. If we look at the total jabs thrown throughout the fight, Tyson Fury threw 286 and landed 62 at a 22% clip, and Usyk threw 147, landed 48 at a 33% clip. So Fury is more active with the jab. We knew he was gonna be, that's his style, but Usyk, who threw less and landed less, landed at a higher percentage. He was more accurate. Usyk isn't a guy who wastes a lot of punches. He throws with intention and he lands at a higher rate, usually in all of his fights. We saw this once again against Fury, both with his output and with his jabs. Now let's take a closer look at those power punches. Overall throughout the fight, Tyson Fury threw 210 power punches, landed 95 at a 45% clip. Usyk threw 260, landing 122 at a 47% clip. So percentage-wise, they were kind of even. Usyk had a little bit more accuracy, but he threw way more. This was his plan of attack. Less jabs, more power shots, get Tyson out of there. And as the fight started progressing, when he hurt him in the 8th, hurt him in the 9th, which I thought the fight could have been stopped, you saw Usyk pouring it on, pressuring Fury, and once you get Fury on his back foot, he's not as comfortable as he is coming forward, and that's when the game planning and the adjustments from Team Usyk started to pay dividends. And as the fight enters the championship rounds on the scorecards, you saw it torn a bit. Like I said, every judge gave Fury the 12th, 2 of the 3 gave Fury the 11th. It just goes to show you the guy, even when hurt, even when up against the ropes, even when out on his feet, he's still a world-class boxer. It was a great fight. It was great for the sport. How did you guys score it? Did you see Usyk winning a split decision, or did you give it to Fury? Because if you ask Team Gypsy King, they think they won their fight. Usyk, after the fight, did say he wants an immediate rematch. He'll give that rematch to Tyson whenever he's ready. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. Let me know what you think about the outcome. Leave all of that in the comment section below.